When it comes to the realm of football, there are amazing players. And then, there's the ones no description fits. Jamal Musiala is not so much playing football as reinventing its vocabulary with every touch. Musiala, born in Stuttgart to a British-Nigerian father and a German mother of Polish descent, embodies the glorious diversity of modern soccer. But it's his multicultural background that's only the beginning of why he's special. Today, we dive into the untold story of how a shy kid with lanky legs became one of football's most mesmerizing talents, a genuine human cheat code on the pitch. The year is 2008. Jamal is at TSV Lenner's Academy in Germany, where at age 5 he was kicking his first ball. His father, Daniel Richard, himself a former footballer, glares from the sideline, pupils bright with pride and expectation. Jamal reminisces about these early moments with warmth. Sometimes when you just smell grass, you remember exactly where you were. That when you're younger, that fun that you have then, and then you just get that flashback. I can visualize the stadium, how my dad was on the sidelines yelling for me. What most people don't realize is that young Jamal had not always followed a straight path. At the age of 7, his family moved to England for his mother's studies. Imagine being torn up from everything you know and trying to establish yourself in a new football ecosystem, leaving behind your home, your friends, and your language. His father's refusal to relent ensured countless clubs had to say no before a trial at Southampton's academy convinced the South Coast Giants to offer Jamal the chance to pursue his prodigious talent. He would later join the youth ranks of Chelsea in a significant period in shaping the building blocks of his technical development. But off camera, Jamal was fighting battles that never made it into a shot. Growing up over the years, there's always the good times that I had, but there were also a lot of times when I just really had to push through, Musiala confesses. It's not what you see in the documentaries a lot. What the highlight reels won't reveal is the cultural adjustment, the language gap, the pressure of being apart from his German roots. Over the next 8 years, Musiala would have to return only to Germany occasionally, honing his technical skills in Chelsea's academy and dreaming of decadently impossible things. All those years at Chelsea, the belief was always there, but it did always feel so far away, he says. Because you're on your academy side, you haven't really gone over the first team side. You see all these other awesome players above you that really haven't passed through as great. His father, well-meaning, was not a man to dispense meaningless praise. My pops was on the tougher side, Jamal says. He saw that I had the potential, and he would not stop pushing me. That's what I appreciate. A slight push I feel every kid needs. Otherwise, you kinda don't take it seriously. That tough love would prove instrumental in forging Musiala's mental resilience. Perhaps his greatest strength beyond his technical brilliance. Hey, do me a favor. If you're enjoying this deep dive into Jamal Musiala's extraordinary journey, smash that like button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our player documentaries. Your support helps us create more content like this. Back to it. At 16, Musiala did something the soccer world didn't expect. He left Chelsea's academy and returned to Germany, signing with Bayern Munich. It was a gamble that many challenged. When I came to Bayern, the culture, the life, everything was impressive for me, he says. The whole thing of Mia San Mia is like one big family. It didn't seem like it. I felt that since the very beginning. What was extraordinary about Musiala's emergence at Bayern was the timing. The pandemic had cleared out stadiums around the world, giving an unlikely advantage to the young prodigy. When I joined Bayern, burst onto the scene then, it was really perfect for me. There are no fans. There's that little added pressure taken away. It felt like a training session basically for me, and I really enjoyed my football. As crowds gradually came back into stadiums, Musiala recalls the gradual increase in pressure. It always went up a little bit, so it was 10,000 fans at first and 20,000, so it always built up a little bit. His teammates, knowing that he had not yet played in a full stadium, teased him mischievously before his first packed house against RB Leipzig. I was like, remember the other player saying, "Ooh, you're scared," like giving me stick a little bit. He may have been nervous, but any nerves he had disappeared as soon as he walked on the pitch. There's a reason that Bayern's teammates have nicknamed Musiala Bambi. His long-limbed frame and fluid, at times almost delicate gait brought to mind the beloved Disney figure. But Musiala's evolution has been just as impressive to behold, like the hero of that story. What casual fans don't know is that behind the scenes, Musiala has been tirelessly working to transform his physique. Partnering with the famously disciplined Joshua Kimmich for extra training sessions, Musiala spent countless hours in the weight room, determined to add strength to his technical brilliance. But his humility is not confined to the pitch. While many of his peers spend their entire professional contract on luxury lifestyles the day they sign, Musiala had lived an uncharacteristically grounded life until then. Even as a millionaire footballer, until very recently, he'd still been being driven to training by his mother in her Volkswagen Polo, thanking her each time she dropped him off. Even now, despite the fame and fortune that comes with a contract of more than £100,000 a week, Musiala lives at home in Munich with his parents and siblings. Before he eventually began responding with Audi, when asked what his dream car was, the response was classic. To him, as long as it had wheels and a working stereo, he'd be happy. This is not the usual lifestyle story about a football star. It's the story of a young man whose remarkable skill is only outdone by his remarkable modesty. Perhaps the toughest decision in Musiala's early career came when he had to choose which national team to represent. He was eligible for Nigeria through his father, for England through his early years, and for Germany as his country of birth. This was the pressure on Musiala from all directions. Having represented England at youth level, Musiala shocked many observers by opting to declare for Germany in February of 2021. Besides that too, his Bayern teammates had a considerable influence on this decision, as did then German coach Joachim Löw. This decision wasn't only about football, it was about identity. As a multicultural child, Musiala accepted his complicated heritage regarding a decision that would shape his international career. If you're still with us and enjoying this journey through Musiala's remarkable rise, hit that subscribe and follow for more incredible football stories. Your support means everything to us. It's the combination of technical ability, game intelligence, and mental fortitude that makes Musiala something special. A true human cheat code. On the pitch, he moves with a deceptive elegance that belies his effectiveness. Defenders can't read him because Musiala's body can shift direction with a fluidity that seems to defy physics. His close control in tight spaces makes him virtually unpressable, while his vision and passing range makes him as dangerous creating chances as finishing them. Jamal is the future of this club, Thomas Müller once said. No small praise from one of Bayern's best ever players. But it's not only Musiala's technical gifts, but his psychological makeup that elevates him from gifted player to would-be generational talent. Whether you're talking away from football, the mental aspect of the game, that's something not a lot of people can really prepare for, Musiala explains. You just gotta be strong enough in your mind and to have that belief in yourself to just endure whatever it is that's happening. This mental resilience was cultivated through his unique upbringing, constantly adjusting to new environments, managing expectations, and navigating cultural transitions. Jamal Musiala's story is still being written. At this stage in his career, and at such a young age, he's already achieved what many professionals are only able to dream of in their whole career. But maybe what's most impressive about Musiala is not what he's achieved, but how he's achieved it, with elegance, humility, and a single-minded commitment to his craft. Musiala thinks about how far his family has come. It's just crazy to see how everyone has a different pathway, but we have the same goal as well. But when asked about his long-term goals, his answer says it all about the kind of person he really is. I don't want my mom doing anything. All I want is for her to enjoy life. That's my goal all along for those years in England, and I just wanted to just be free, and that makes me happy. In a sport that's increasingly characterized by excess and ego, Jamal Musiala is an outlier, and not just because of his prodigious talent, but because of his prodigious humanity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of football's most exciting talents, make sure to subscribe to our channel right now and turn on notifications. Then drop a comment below sharing your favorite Musiala moment. Then follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive football content. Until next time, this has been Jamal Musiala, a human cheat code.